This is the second video to making bookmarks. What we're going to do is we're going to make bookmarks on a gate. These are tactical bookmarks. What we're going to do is make two of them, one above the gate and one below. So we're just going to kind of click in a random direction up above the gate. We want to make sure that there's no celestials in the direction that we are going to. You can see actually down there's a planet 5 there, and so we don't want to make our down bookmark in that direction. And we click on the Stargate so we know how far away it is. And we're cruising on our fast Atron, going almost 5K. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up in the 200 plus range and just kind of cruise here. What these do, they allow you to land on grid and you can see physically what's going on at the gate. You're also going to want off-grid tactical bookmarks for your gate. Those are ones that are off the grid, 1,000, 2,000 kilometers away, and those allow you to do scanning. So we're going to go ahead and stop. You can normally make the bookmarks on the fly while you're flying, but we're not going to do that here. And we're going to hit our add location because we're 270 kilometers off the gate. Go ahead and delete this, and we're going to start with a dash, and then we're going to type in the gate that we are on, which is Addisine, and the range 270, doesn't have to be exact, and then we're going to close it off with another dash. So you can see that add to our list of bookmarks in the system, and when we click in space you can see that it ends up on top here with the station bookmark down below, and then we can warp back down to the gate.
Warp drive active.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make another bookmark. Now this time we're going to be cruising to beyond 300 kilometers, and there's a basic reason, organizational reason for this, and we'll see it in just a moment. What these allow you to do is get a good idea of what's happening. If you're scanning a gate with your directional scanner, you can get the information of what's over there, but it doesn't tell you their position. You could have 20 ships that you see on gate with your directional scanner, but it ends up that they're 200 kilometers away, so you can actually go through the gate relatively safely. But if they're on the gate, then you can't. And so by making these tactical on-grid bookmarks, you're able to do an analysis of what's going on. One thing to remember is that you do have your long-range sniping people that can go up to 250 kilometers. That's why it's not a bad idea to have a nice long-range bookmark like the one I'm making right now. And we're almost to 300 kilometers. And we've hit 300 kilometers, so we're going to let it go a little further, and then we're going to go ahead and control space. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before, and we're going to add a location and do our dash, and then we've already got the Addisine gate down there, but we're going to change this to 340 and hit submit. And now we've got our next bookmark up. And now when you take a look at our list, what you see is the 270, which is above the Addisine gate, is on the top of the list. And then the 340, which is the one that we made that's below, is now the one below on the list. So you're able to actually, if you put the numbers onto your bookmarks this way, then you know which one is above, which one is in below, if that happens to be particularly important. When you make an off-grid, you just pick another random direction and start flying. And when you make that bookmark, what you want to do is make that a 4. You don't have to go for 4,000 kilometers to get off-grid or anything like that, but it just needs to be the gate and then a number 4, and that will be below your number 3, and that tells you that you have that as your off-grid bookmark. And we're just going to keep flying here. We've left the grid, as you can tell, because the drones are no longer showing on the gate. we can make our bookmark at this point, or you can continue flying even further. When you make the bookmark, just be sure to have a 4 at the beginning of the range. That way it will be listed on the bottom of your list of bookmarks for this gate. And what you want to do is just keep repeating this on each gate that you're going to be using in your general area, and that will allow you to drop in, open up your directional scanner, and do a scan on the gate to be able to see what's going on. We can see there's an impairer there, but we don't have, like I mentioned earlier, we don't have that information as to where he is on the gate. So we're going to go ahead and warp over there.
Warp drive active.
I don't think I need to show this stuff. And there he is on gate. Except that he's not on the gate, he's, further away. Let me put it this way, and there he is. He's on grid, but clearly not next to the gate.